Good afternoon, everyone. It's Aniva Menon from hearthealthbrainhealth.com, encouraging healthy grieving and mindful actions. Today, I have to tell you that I'm thinking a lot about Thich Nhat Hanh, and I don't know if you know about this Vietnamese peace activist. And he's a Buddhist monk, and he passed away yesterday. And I have to say that it really affected me. And of course, I know that there's other lives thought about in Buddhism, and I believe he practiced Zen Buddhism. But it was really meaningful. His life, I look at his life, and if you ever have heard of him, and if you haven't, I'd certainly encourage you to look up some of his books, and he's written many. They're beautiful, beautiful books. And I can tell you that I was reading so many of his books many years ago, and I had already become interested in Buddhism at that time. And I can tell you that it was so beautiful to read his work. And he continued, and his mannerism displays that. But he had a quiet strength. And I would say that he really reflected a lot of peace. So I love that energy. Now, that energy was what inspired me to create the Menon Center Health Retreat. And so you can imagine how much it affected me. If you know about his work, he also began what's called the Plum Village, and certainly look that up if you're interested. But when you see the style of Plum Village, that's what I was trying to make, a small style at the Menon Center Health Retreat. In any case, today I wanted to honor him by reading a few of his quotes, and he's got many, but these are the ones that really stood out to me. So I wanted to share with you, to share some of the lovely energy that he shares and has shared with the world. And now that energy is out there, and that thought, word, and action is never lost, right? That is always an energy that's with us. So one of the first quotes that I wanted to read was, if you suffer and make your loved ones suffer, there is nothing that can justify your desire. That's big, right? If you suffer and make your loved ones suffer, there is nothing that can justify your desire. And you think, well, how would you make your loved ones suffer? And this can be done in thought, word, or action, right? So if I'm suffering, and I don't care how you're doing, that's a way to make the others suffer, right? If I'm suffering and I can also be compassionate towards your suffering, that is beautiful. That's a shared compassion, right? So even when people are not well, I saw my brother go through illness, and even when he was on his deathbed, I can say that he was so happy to have visitors visiting him, that I was always about asking, how are you? Tell me about your day, that sort of idea, including to me. And I love that sort of energy. The next quotation that I came across that I really loved was apparently by, I think it's from a book of his called Tap into Abundance, which is a great title too, right? But it says, to love without knowing how to love wounds the ones we love. And you know, I would love a love quotation. So I'll say that again. To love without knowing how to love wounds the ones we love. And I come back to that whole thought, word, and action. To love is to do this in action, right? Loving words cannot be mistaken. Loving actions cannot be mistaken. Loving thoughts, you'll always know your truth in your love and the energy with which it's coming from. And I love to leave you with that awareness. And then today I wanted to actually end with a recommendation for a meditation that you might do, thinking about this each time you're breathing in and out. And even if you only do 5 breaths after this video, I think that would be fantastic. Of course, if you do 5 minutes of breathing this way, I think it would be even better. But I'll let you take it from here. I will share this line with you. This is a very common style that Thich Nhat Hanh used. So one of the messages that he would say in his meditations is this: your body is your first home. Breathing in, I arrive in my body. Breathing out, I am home. Isn't that beautiful? So as you're breathing in, I arrive in my body. Breathing out, I am home. Isn't that lovely? So, thinking about this and recognizing this is our home, right? This is our breath, is participating in our participation in our earthly existence. So, I hope that you will do that for 5 minutes, and I swear it will help bring some peaceful, wonderful, um, calm, and loving energies to you. And I hope you'll think about the other two quotations I shared with you too. And I hope you have a peaceful evening. And I hope you remember, transform your mind and transform your life. Have a good evening, everyone. Bye bye.